One. Hi, Denise.
Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Good morning.
Good
How are you?
morning.
Oh, I love your pearls today.
Oh, yes, thank you. Very pearly. And
Yeah,
you've got some beads as well.
I do. I love my, I forget what they are.
Very summery.
Amber.
Ah,
Yeah, they're yellow. They're amber.
nice.
Yes,
Pretty.
I'm very summery today.
You
Yes.
are.
Well, guess what? Today is day 80. We
Ooh,
have 10 days left,
wow.
and we will be done with the book.
And what are we going to do next?
I think we should have a challenge.
Yeah.
I really liked what we had yesterday when we talked about um, learning from defeat and
Hmm.
about being positive all the time and looking at things with a positive attitude. I think
Yeah.
let's do a gratitude challenge. Let's
Gratitude.
see how grateful we could be.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Yeah. Well, being grateful goes very well with positive mental attitude. It's a perfect way to finish up.
Yeah, okay. And I think it's something we forget, like we forget to be grateful. I know I forget to be grateful, so I'm just
Yeah.
assuming if I do, other people do.
Yeah.
So I think it would be something to focus on and just notice, does your life change if you're focusing more on being grateful, or does it stay the same, or what happens? I think it's a good inquiry.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. We can make an outline of what we're going to do. We can make some little exercises.
Oh,
Work.
don't give it away.
Oh,
Keep it a secret.
okay.
Don't tell. They'll have to come and see.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
So what's
Back
up for today?
searching for higher mountains,
Ooh,
which is kind of appropriate for what we've been saying.
yeah. Searching for higher mountains. Okay.
Yeah. And I start today.
All right. Be my guest.
Day 80, searching for higher mountains. It is a characteristic of goal setting that when we reach one goal, we almost automatically begin to reach for even greater heights because most achievers are working towards several goals simultaneously. Often, by the time you achieve a short or intermediate term goal, you're already thinking about the next mountain to climb. The more we progress, the more we need to expand our goals to keep us challenged to make sure that we are always moving forward. For most of us, success is a cumulative process. We form the habit of becoming winners by winning a little every day, by working hard to achieve our goals. Winners take risks, but they are managed risks. They evaluate their options carefully and invest their time and money in opportunities that offer the most promise. They know that if they follow the tried and true principles, success will eventually come. This does not in any way mean you should think small. Far from it. Your thoughts should be grand, but your plan for achieving your goals should be precise, methodical, and broken down into small, manageable pieces. Never allow yourself or anyone else to erect barriers to your achievement.
Okay. Just as the mind has a habit of seeking new and higher goals, it also has a habit of respecting boundaries. If you believe something is impossible or that you can only achieve a certain levels of success, that will become your reality. Someone once told me a great story about an experiment that was conducted with two fish. The fish were different species, and one normally fed on the other. Researchers constructed a special aquarium with a glass divider in the center that created an invisible barrier between the two types of fish. When they were first placed in the aquarium, The predator fish repeatedly banged against the glass in a futile attempt to reach the other. As time passed, however, he accepted the existence of the barrier and eventually gave up. Some time later, a researcher removed the divider, but each fish continued to swim benignly in his respective zone, unaware that the barrier no longer existed. One of the greatest barriers you may encounter is fear of success. Joan C. Harvey, a PhD in the University of Pennsylvania Medical School's Psychiatry Department, identifies 6 types of people who exhibit fear of success. Workaholics. These people, Harvey says, attribute their achievements solely to extraordinary efforts. They always prepare longer, more thoroughly, and more compulsively for exams, presentations, or projects than do their peers. Every test, every report, every meeting is critical because they believe that each of these things has the potential to expose them as frauds. Any praise or recognition offers little enjoyment to workaholics. They are already beginning preparation for the next project. They see all successes as a result of hard work because hard work never varies. It's a never-ending struggle to defeat their self-perceived stupidity, mediocrity, or inadequacy. Magical thinkers. Akin to workaholics, magical thinkers have refined over-preparation to an art form, motivating themselves by almost ritualistically calling up visions of failure. Because they succeed, they associate success with worry and frequently believe that if they ever allow themselves to optimistically anticipate success, fate will punish them with failure.
Interesting. Charmers. These type, usually women, but sometimes men, are attractive, likable people who flatter, entertain, or flirt with their superiors and mentors because they use their good looks, personality, and wit to create a good impression. They find themselves in a confusing, ambitious situation when they achieve success. Self-doubt convinces them that their appearance and social skills have blinded their supervisors to the inadequacies they think they have. Harvey says that charmers believe their personal attractiveness creates a sort of halo effect that clouds the judgment of experts. Any praise or reward they receive is immediately devalued as a mistake. Interesting. Mimics. These characters believe that in order to be accepted, they must suppress their own opinions and promote the view of those whose approval they seek. Well, we have a lot of those in our government. They never publicly disagree with their boss or their mentors, and they will often publicly support ideas with which they secretly find fault, thus furthering their own belief that they are imposters. Aliens, similar to mimics, but more sophisticated. Chameleons not only imitate, they behave in a complementary fashion. They intuitively know both the obvious and subtle needs of a mentor or supervisor and are multidimensional enough to fill those needs. They seek approval by responding with appropriate behavior, whether it is in the form of a challenge, with sympathy, or with sex. Yet, when they do receive the desired validation of their ability, talent, or intelligence, they can't accept it because they see it as a result of their own manipulation rather than as something that is truly deserved.
Hmm.
You want to start there?
Sure. Shrinking violets. These people are extremely modest and very reluctant to accept compliments. They deflect praise with a demure "thank you, but," and proceed to point out minor deficiencies in their work or to discuss at length how it could have been improved. They profoundly fear being thought of as arrogant. They feel that a display of pride on their part will result in punishment in the form of either a humiliating failure or in being exposed as an impostor or of low or mediocre ability. Shrinking violets are impelled to deny compliments because they believe acknowledging and accepting praise will only hasten their eventual downfall. As you grow and develop and reach higher and higher goals, you will find that some of the barriers that limited you in the past have disappeared, along with your fear of success. But you will never know this truth unless you continue to challenge those barriers. Hmm.
Very interesting chapter. Positive action steps. Stretch yourself. When you reach one goal, choose another higher one. Continually challenge the barriers to your success. One day you may find they have crumbled. Hmm. Never, ever, 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 ever give up on your goal. Never.
Right. Okay. That was good. Yeah.
That was really good. I'm going to read that again and see if I have any of those characteristics.
Mm-hmm.
None of them really struck me, but then again, I was reading aloud, so I
Yeah.
wasn't really focusing on what I was reading. I was paying more attention to what the words were.
Yeah.
So I'm going to look at it again because
Yeah.
I found it very interesting.
Yeah.
Never
I like,
thought of it like that.
yeah. All right. Okay. Well, let me know the outcome.
Uh, Sounds good. Okay.
All right.
I will
Okay.
let you know another day.
All right.
Take care.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.